What is going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. I hope you've had a great weekend. And we are live. Please tell me hello to make sure everything is working as it should, because that has not been the case this week. Woo! Let's see. Hello, Trin. Hello, Jay. Mark is here as well. I hope all of you can see me. Doreen is here. Hello, Doreen. Doreen, I read your handwritten note again today, and I appreciate you taking time to write those things to Amanda and to write them to me. That means the world. North Carolina. Renee is here from North Carolina. Hello, we've got lots of people jumping on. Benny and Jordan and Michael. And Brooke, I'm glad that you're here. And my goodness, what a week. I'm telling you, I haven't even had time really to catch my breath. You guys know it was a big news week. I know that you followed along. Thank you, Danyanya. Thank you very much. Okay, here we go. All kinds of news and all kinds of things to talk about. First off, and I do need to get a map. We've got North Carolina, Arkansas, I know Kentucky, New York. Kim is here. David is here. Hello, David. Okay, let's get started. We've got a lot of people here. I'm glad that you're here. I hope that you had a great week. If you are getting off a cruise from this past week, Saturday or today, please let us know. I know that we had Mark was on the Mardi Gras. JB and Robin were on the Mardi Gras. We've got several Islanders on ships this week, and I'm so glad they are. I'm thankful that they are, because they're keeping us updated on the news. Doreen, of course, from Missouri. Ohio, Gail is here, going on the horizon, the 21st. It is so close, Gail. That means that you just checked in, right? Gail, did you get a good check-in time? Hopefully with our tip. Trent, of course, here from California. Brooke from Indiana. Sarah from Florida. Mickey, the DFW area, we go there often. We love Dallas. It's about 5.5 hours away. We are in central Arkansas. So let's get started here. I'll go through some things just that I have written down. If you have questions, just some ground rules here. If you have questions, ask away. Fire away, whether they are with Carnival Cruise Line, they are regarding Royal Caribbean, Norwegian, who they're finally cruising from a U.S. port again. Norwegian going out of Seattle. They've been fighting in Florida so much that it's like they forgot they could cruise other places. But they are finally cruising again. Jordan, I am jealous about the Magic. We love the Magic. It's going to be awesome. It really is. Gail, got 11 a.m. My tip worked. That is so great to hear. It really is. And Renee staying at Harbor House, thanks to our recommendation. Check-ins at 10:30. That's awesome. Hello, everybody. Keep on asking questions here. You know that I will catch up on chats, but I do want to first thank you this past week. I know I did it in a video on Wednesday, but guys, we surpassed the 2,000 threshold. Literally, YouTube woke me up about 3:30 a.m. Wednesday morning and said, congratulations, you have hit 2,000. And I did not go back to sleep. I can promise you that. I did not go back to sleep. And since then, we keep heading up and up. And that is all because, honestly, I mean it, because of you. You share our channel and our community with the Facebook groups that you're in. You share them with your friends and your family. So many people will write and say, hey, so-and-so sent me, and I recognize the name. It is the people literally that's here all the time. So thank you so much. This week was a long week. I do want to apologize. My videos were longer than normal. I want to get to about the 8 to 10 minute mark daily almost every day. You know I try to do daily. But my videos were longer this week, but there was so much news, and I really tried to, separate us Islanders from other vloggers. Not that I don't like them. I love other vloggers. I've met them, Coach Cruz, on the July 24th cruise. I've met Tony with La Lita Loca. And Don, haven't met Don, but I've interacted with him online. And the Ship Life as well, same thing. I love them, but I thought we had a unique advantage. And I think that we cover Carnival Cruise Line unlike anybody else. And so I wanted to share those details with you, even though those videos sometimes were 14, 15, 16 minutes long. Literally, I would stop recording. I would record again to try to shorten the video, and it wouldn't work. It didn't work. I tried. So thank you so much for your support. And I hope that our news, while sometimes can be unsettling because we're passing on what the news is, I hope that with the detail that we provided and our Islanders provided, I hope that it's helped you in your cruise and making a decision whether or not to go. I hope you go, just like I hope you dance, even if it's with the mask on, if you saw today's video. Doreen is back. But thank you so much for your support this week. This week, I will go ahead and say, based on the number of views and number of subscribers, has been our best week in almost our 3-month relationship. And so it's all because of you. And I appreciate that so much. I wanted to tell everyone that before we got going into everything we have planned tonight. So thank you. And we'll keep going. We'll keep heading north and reporting the news as it breaks, especially as we have Islanders on cruise ships, which brings me to a couple of other points. If you are cruising soon, you are more than welcome to let me know. I will give you can message me on Facebook, my personal page. I will give you my phone number. Lisa, who's on the Magic this week, a fellow Islander, she reached out and said, hey, I would love to share some things with you. Would you mind me doing that? I said, of course not. I said, what's your preferred way? Because I want it easiest for her. And she said, text message. So I gave her my phone number, and that is how we've been communicating all week. Eddie Enlow on the Vista, same thing, it's text message. And so if you're going soon, and I don't want you to feel like you have to share your reports with us, because I know, trust me, I just went on a cruise and it was hard to balance vacation time with island time, and I wanted to share so much, and the internet was frustrating, but still I try to do my part, and if you want to do a part as well, you can. Next thing, and I will catch up, I promise, on comments here in just a second. Welcome to all those who are here. If you have not liked the video, please like it. It really does help us. Other people who are looking for things to watch right now, it will recommend this live stream for them. And if you are not an Islander yet, I hope you've at least seen our content. If you have seen our content, now you are seeing our community live. I hope you decide to subscribe. It would make the world to me, I promise. This right here, our first lanyards went out. They were mailed out this week. A lot of you have received them, and you've sent me pictures as well of the lanyards. I cannot wait. I told Amanda today to see these around people's necks, and they send me pictures when they're on a cruise. That will make my day. If you're interested in a lanyard, my PayPal is in the description. It's $12 shipped to you. Shipping is included, $12. And it's got the clip, so you can detach the clip. Easy to put in the slot machine, easy to pay for drinks and coffee. You don't have to take it off your neck. And this is metal, not plastic. We did this right, and it closes 100%. We tried to do it right. But I wanted to show these because the first ones went out. Come be an Islander. Here we go. Let's catch up here. Sorry, but I had to get those things out of the way. Let's see what we've got. Lynette from Texas City. Selling on the Vista the 21st. You're going to have a blast for sure. NCL just won their injunction in Florida. I saw that. They have pushed so hard in Florida, and it looks like their time and energy and even resources are paying off there in Florida as we're going to see if, basically they want everyone to be vaccinated to cruise, which we're almost there anyway. But we'll see what happens there in Florida and how soon they go. They go to Florida. Mickey's going on the Vista 821. Update regarding smoking in the casino and sip and cover. Okay, Mickey, I did put out a video earlier today, and I've had some people question me, but I'm telling you, I have confirmed this over and over. So the Vista went live, per se, with their mask policy. I don't want to say mask mandate, mask policy on Wednesday of last cruise before the rest of the fleet did because there were COVID cases. There was no smoking in the casino last week because of the cases on board. And my good friend, I've known him for a long time. We have ran hundreds of miles up and down the basketball floor together, officiating basketball in the state of Arkansas. Eddie Enlow, he's in the casino just like the rest of us, and he has confirmed there's no smoking right now in the Vista. There may be on the Magic, maybe on the Horizon, maybe on the Miracle, maybe on the Breeze. I don't know. And I'm trying to get Lisa to confirm on the Magic. But right now on the Vista, there is no smoking in the casino. I saw John Hill's post earlier as well. So I know what he said, but I know what's being done, at least on the Vista. You can drink. Of course, the casino wants you to drink, okay? The more you drink in a casino, the longer you stay, and probably not the best decisions you make, okay? Speaking from experience, not pointing fingers at all. But right now, no smoking in the casino for now. We'll see what happens with that. I need a good hotel in Miami as well. We are leaving on the Horizon. It's 2022. It's July the 23rd, maybe July 23rd, 2022, an 8-day. So I need a hotel as well. Diana, she's looking for it. I need it as well. If you find one, let me know. Kathy, happy Sunday. Counting down to Mardi Gras in September. It's going to be here so quick. I see Jay is here. Welcome, Jay. I hope you're having a great day. David, thank you very much. I'm going to try to answer questions here. Yes, thank you, Kathy, 2K. Mark, Sunshine, Saturday the 14th. 3 more on the horizon in the next 2 months. Mark, I envy you. You're getting to cruise. I had to have some sweet tea tonight. Sweet tea. Not too sweet, though. Trying to be good. We've got several cruises lined up. Our next official one, just Amanda and I, is December 18th on the Vista. I'm looking at, as you know, many cruises, some of them with my oldest son. We'll have to wait and see for exemptions. We were turned down in July, unfortunately. I haven't gone solo. I don't know if I want to do that or not. But it may be, right now, with Amanda being a teacher, it may be the only way that I can go on some of these cruises is to actually go by myself. So, Mark, thank you. Kathy, you like my longer videos. I appreciate that. I just try to, whatever the news is, whatever it takes. Let's see about, there was a question about the Odyssey. Yes. So, Mima asking about the Odyssey. I have wondered the same thing. There have not been hardly any vloggers on the Odyssey, and from what I understand, the capacity of the Odyssey, and of course it's a huge ship, so it could feel empty even though there's a lot of people on there, the capacity has been like 40% on the Odyssey. I think today, this week's selling is closer to 50 or 55%, but I am with you. I'm waiting to see vloggers of the Odyssey. I would love to go on that ship very, very soon. Benny, will Carnival accept antigen COVID test from school nurse at plant where I work, etc.? There's a possibility they can, but there's certain information they have to have as part of your test. So they did not distinguish which location you had to have the test done. I think you would be okay to get an antigen test from your school as long as it had detailed information such as the exact date and time. It has to say your findings have to be clear and evident. I did include that in a video this week, but as long as you include all the pertinent information, your name is on the test as it appears on your passport or birth certificate, you will be okay. For those of you looking to test, and there's probably more questions about this as well, for those of you looking to test, remember CVS nationwide is testing for free. Okay, you can get a free rapid test. Walgreens is doing the same thing in most areas in the country, not all areas, but most. So if you need a test, remember you can get one for free. You just have to work it into your schedule. It's 3 days, remember, it doesn't have to be to the second. If you cruise on a Saturday, you can test anytime Wednesday. You cruise on Sunday, you can test anytime Thursday, etc. Okay? Beachton, Texas, you're going August 14th on the Vista. Absolutely. Please share your experience. Message me on Facebook. I will always give credit. You've seen me this week. I'll use pictures and video. I will always give credit to who sent that, unless you don't want me to. Lisa said no at first. I said, yes, you sent that to me. David, awesome. You got yours. That is great news. Vista, September 11th. That's awesome. Trent loves a lanyard. Thanks again. We'll be wearing it on next cruise. They are perfect. Trent, I'm glad that you received it. I'm glad that you liked it. I think we did a fabulous job. We did not shortchange it by any means. I cannot wait to see pictures of all you Islanders wearing them. David said he's going to do the same. Sarah, my husband's first cruise on Carnival will be the Mardi Gras in October. I'm sure he will be very happy. Sarah, you're spoiling your husband. You probably do that already. But for his first cruise to be on the Mardi Gras, he's going to be spoilt. The pictures and video, not just that John Hild shared this week, but others, it's just remarkable. It really is hard to even believe that it's a Carnival ship based on what they've done in the past. And I love their ships, but they've taken huge leaps forward with the Mardi Gras. I can't wait to see the celebration. Christine Duffy gave some hints that, yes, it's going to be similar, but they're going to be different things. And then the third class ship that we're not sure where it's headed yet, I think maybe Galveston. I did have a video earlier this week about why I think Galveston and their advance in LNG technology. But it's going to be so exciting to see. Yep. And Jay, thank you for helping me out answering questions as I got behind there. I appreciate that very, very much. So Jay says, Holiday Inn, Port of Miami is 5 minutes from the port. Jay, how do you get to the port? Do they have a shuttle or is it Uber? But I need to remember that because we need to book our hotel. So if you're going out of Miami, Jay, who's an experienced cruiser, he's been an Islander. He was one of the first ones, honestly. Holiday Inn, Port of Miami. I will look that up. So we're looking for a hotel. Kelly says she loves cruising solo. And she's leaving on the Odyssey on August 28th, but not a vlogger. Again, if you want to share just some things with me, stats, even if it's small stuff like how many people are on the ship, just some general things, I will, of course, pass those along. Here we go. Lernia, you just joined our page today. Thank you so much. You're cruising very, very soon. I hope that our content helps you out in your cruising and helps you be prepared and know what to expect when you step on board, and nothing's a surprise to you. Jordan, a lot of people are hoping they prohibit smoking in the casino. I don't think that will happen necessarily. I know what you mean there, but we'll see. Yes, John Hill did mention about the lab info. There is some pertinent information, and I will try to find that and post it on our Facebook page. If you have not joined our Facebook page, it is in the description. I will try to post those minute, fine, but important details on Facebook so you have them, okay? Again, you can join our Facebook page if you'd like, and we share information and Islanders Right post every single day. It's awesome. It really is. Let's see. Harris, we're sailing on the horizon soon. Are supposed to be stopping in Bohemia. Seems to be no YouTubers yet. I know it's a relatively new port. The beaches are beautiful, though. But I know they've changed some itineraries that were supposed to go there. They've changed them, and they're not going to go there. But we'll see what happens. Anyone know of any excursion or any interesting things? All I've heard is go to the beach. That the beach is beautiful. I wish I knew more. I have never been there myself. It is a new report because of everything that's going on. Grand Turk's been, of course, taken away for now. It was going to be the rest of the year, but I heard actually they're going to allow cruise ships later on in the year, and I heard even Royal Caribbean will be first. We'll see about that, but I'm not sure. Let's see. That is a sad story. Mima, Lady Crunch lost $6,000. That would ruin my cruise. It really would. Kelly loves the Embassy Suites. When going out of Miami, they have a shuttle from the airport and shuttle to the port. So Embassy Suites is another one for Miami. Jay says that Holiday Inn there, the shuttle's about $7, or you can Uber, so that is awesome. David, I think we're going to get a big ship. I really do. It's going to be 2023 before we get it, but I think we will get that third class because a couple of reasons. Number one, number one now is Galveston is now going to be an LNG port and have the machinery and the ships to do LNG refueling, which we know that's LNG is what's powering the XL class. Number two, Royal Caribbean is moving the Oasis of the Seas to Galveston, a huge, huge ship. You have probably seen the Oasis of the Seas. If you've cruised the Oasis, let me know. You can write it in the chat. If not, you've probably seen the Oasis or an Oasis-class ship at port when you've been at port. They're huge. They're building a new terminal. Also, Norwegian is coming to Galveston, so more competition as well. You've got to put your best ship, which the Vista, of course, is one of the best, I believe. But you need to have a huge ship there. And then there's a huge rumor, and I think we will know. Well, we may not know for a little while now. We would have known, but it's heavily rumored that Disney will be in Galveston in late 2022 or 2023. That is rumored again. Okay, we'll see. But I could see us getting that third XL class ship just for Carnival to say Galveston is ours. It always has been ours, and it is going to be ours. So we'll see what happens for sure. Hey, Angie, glad that you're here. Jay, you can literally see the port from the upper levels of the hotel, which again, Jay, it's a good point. When you book the hotel, call the week of. Call the Holiday Inn the week of and request a room on the higher floor on the port side where you can see. And you'll be able to see the ship when you wake up. There's nothing like that. That's why one reason why I love the Harbor House there in Galveston. John, I'll be sailing with my wife for the first time on 8/21 on the Magic. Do you think the new regulations will affect our experience? John, first off, congratulations on cruising. You are absolutely going to love it. It's going to change the way you vacation forever. And you're going in less than 2 weeks. So that's awesome. I don't think the new regulations will affect your experience very much. There's ways around most of the new regulations. For instance, you have to wear a mask on an elevator, and if you don't want to do that, you can take the stairs if you're capable or able to do so. Amanda and I did that. Even when we didn't have to wear masks, we just agreed, let's take the stairs and not take the elevator on our last cruise. You can check in to the dining room or sit-day brunch where you don't have to wait in line when you get to a dining room. So check in before you leave your room or before you leave whatever bar you're at before you go to dinner. And it will tell you when your room's ready. You show up, you don't wait in line, you don't have to wear a mask. But there are some places, I know in the Magic, Lisa sent pictures, and if you saw the video today, I mean, the picture said, it said when you're dancing, wear a mask. And she's literally said that there were about 6 people in the piano bar. One couple was dancing. Don't know if they were husband and wife, boyfriend or girlfriend, what it was. But security, they had their mask down, and security had reminded them they need to have their mask on and asked them, can you please put your mask on? Even though they were together, they're staying in the same room together. I don't know if it's like that across the fleet, but I know from the Magic, It is. The welcome aboard show last night in the main lounge, there was a sign, the sip and cover sign, to wear your mask unless you're drinking, get a drink and put your mask back on. So I don't think it would change the experience too much. I always remind myself that the crew are wearing the mask, and they're working. They are working, 8 hours for sure, sometimes at a time, 12 hours, 14 hours a day, and they are wearing the mask. And that I'm on a cruise ship, and if the toughest thing I have to do is wear a mask, then I am going to do it. So I hope you have a great trip, you and your wife. The Magic is a absolutely beautiful ship in the Dream class, and I think you will have a great time. I really, really do. So, Pat, next, with more ships joining Galveston, will cruise parking, taxis, and Uber and Lyft start to increase? I had the same question. Parking is already tough in Galveston. It is. I do know that Royal Caribbean's new terminal is going to have a parking deck, much like Carnival did with Mardi Gras in Port Canaveral. They built I think it's a 4-story. I'm trying to remember. We were just there last month. But 4-story parking deck that will help. Royal Caribbean's doing the same. But Uber and Lyft, they are already crazy expensive. I have got a tip for you. I need to sit down and type out, put it on our Facebook page. An Uber or a Lyft to Houston Hobby, which is the closest airport, on embarkation or debarkation day is right about $100. You're supposed to get an XL if you have luggage. Okay, so you can get a regular Uber for about $60, but they're going to, or a Lyft, but they're going to complain when they get there because you have luggage. I'm just telling you from experience. You're supposed to get an XL if you have luggage, and those run at least $100. Amanda and I used a new small group of women. Most of them are mothers, stay-at-home moms, or retired teachers that shuttle from Houston Hobby and Bush International. And to go from Houston Hobby to Harbor House was $50. I mean, it was half the price or more from what we would have paid. And when we landed in Houston, I brought up Uber just to see what we would pay if I did not have this reservation. And I think it was $117 for an XL. So I will type up this group. They have a small Facebook group. There's only a handful of ladies that do it, but they were timely, and they were booked for our way back. And so we took just the Carnival shuttle for like $36 a person, but it's a big bus. It's not the individual service, but it's not bad because you're getting off the ship and the bus is right there. I do not like taking the cruise shuttle when I land and going to the port. It's like I read yesterday. Someone was waiting over 2 hours for the Carnival shuttle at Houston Hobby, and boarding had already started. They had 10:30 check-in time, but they could not get their ride because they were waiting on the cruise shuttle. So I will share all that information on our Facebook page in the next couple of days, I promise. I need to type it up. I just have not done that yet. That's good stuff. Rodney, want to try St. John soon? Cruise ships do not currently go to St. John, but you can get to St. John from St. Martin, I believe. St. Martin or St. Thomas? St. Thomas, maybe. But you can take almost a water taxi type of service to St. John. I would love to go to St. John too. I don't know if I've shared this, I am a big Kenny Chesney fan. Kenny Chesney spends a lot of time in St. Thomas. I'd love to go. Jay, I like big boats and I cannot lie. I agree with that. It's interesting to see, and we've got some games we'll play. Maybe tonight, we'll see how time goes. If not, the next time where we're going to look at, do you prefer a big boat or a small boat? Mark asked about Mobile, and I missed some. I don't want to miss anybody. Kelly Oasis is awesome. I have been on the Allure, which is a sister ship. Yep, and we have to try them out. We will. I received notification that I could be a volunteer of the seas for Royal Caribbean for 4 of their ships. I could choose. Well, I could say yes, and they would tell me which one of the 4 I could go on. and one of them is the Allure. So we might do that, and I might do that solo, especially since it's free. Mark, how is Mobile as a cruise port? It is very, very nice. The Sensation is there now, and it's getting ready to cruise out in the coming weeks. The port is nice. It's easy to get to. Parking is easy. It's a small port, of course. There's only one ship there. So it's usually your embarkation day is super easy to get on the ship. If you have an opportunity to cruise from Mobile, I would encourage you to do so. The only caveat is, like I said, it's the Sensation, a smaller class ship, which some people like. But yes, Mobile is great, and actually that is my closest port by about 30 minutes. Yep. Peaches, you are more than welcome. You're sailing on the Vista on the 28th from Canada. I hope everything goes well. I know sometimes it can be tough with immigration right now. I know Don, with Don's Cruising, he's from Canada, and he had some small issues, no big hiccups, but hope everything goes well there. Matthew, hello. I'm glad that you're here. It's okay if you're late. Life happens. I know how it is. I'm glad that you're here, and I hope you're getting something out of it. You know, I share all the info I have every time I get a chance. So, John, good deal. Thank you for that. Thank you. Magic is our favorite ship. Let me scroll back up here. Harris said that. Okay. Sorry, comments go by way too fast. Matthew, looking forward to our September 11th Vista cruise. That is awesome. It's coming up very, very soon, and I really do hope that Carnival, America's cruise line, as they frame themselves, does something special for 9/11. 20 years since 9/11. Hopefully they do something there, although I know it ruins the vibe, but still we get to cruise because of men and women who stepped up after that day and fought for 20 years. Look at where we're at now. So that's awesome. 210 days without cruising and have not been on the Vista. Wow, Matthew. Step on the Vista. You'll love it. Hello, Carolyn. I'm glad that you are here. You are welcome for the information. Doreen said St. Thomas, so you can get from St. John's from St. Thomas. That's what I thought it was. Thank you for the confirmation there. Latrice will be going on the Magic August 30th. We have lots of people going on the Magic. I love that. I really do. Magic was in Galveston for years. We did cruise aboard the Magic. I wish I could go back. Thank you, Jay, again for confirming that. Kathy, excursion to St. John from St. Thomas, went snorkeling at Trunk Bay. That is on my bucket list. I'm so jealous right now. Kathy, my goodness, I want to go to Trunk Bay. If you are going to St. Thomas, go to St. John and snorkel there. I've heard it is just amazing. Brooke just bought my lanyards for my honeymoon cruise. That is awesome. If you buy our lanyards, again, it's in the description of the video. They're $12 each. If you don't mind sending friends and family, I would appreciate it. I will ship them out usually next day. But $12, shipping is included, and include your address. I've had a few people send money and not send the address, which I will always reach out to you to get that. But send a good address, and I will get those out soon. We've got several more we probably have a dozen packages to go out tomorrow. Let's see. Please explain how to do your PayPal for the lanyard. It's a bit different than I'm used to. Connect with me. I think I've got my link there. You have to enter in. I think you have to click send, maybe. If you want one lanyard, it's $12. Two lanyard is $24. You can select goods or services or family and friends. We try to keep prices as low as we can. I promise you that, especially including shipping in our price. So if you can send family and friends, and just let me know if you have any more questions, and I will help you. I promise you that. Rodney, Jay, you're leaving. I'll see you here in just a few minutes. Rodney, question, why does the CDC have the Mardi Gras yellow now? Out of the loop for a week, catching up. Rodney, I had the same question. There's only been one cruise, the maiden voyage, which was about 65 to 70%. I did not hear of any cases, and we had several cruisers on the Mardi Gras. I did not hear of any situations. So I don't know exactly why it's yellow. I have put out several fillers to not just the cruisers that we know, but those that I know of Carnival Cruise Line. I'm very, very close to 2 of their members in their communications department, including Vance. He is the chief information officer, basically. But I've not heard anything yet, Rodney. If I do hear something, I will share that with you because I've wondered the same thing. But the Mardi Gras, the Horizon, the Vista, the Breeze, they're all yellow. And all we really know is the situation that happened on the Breeze, which I was, sorry, on the Vista, the situation on the Vista last week. I was thinking of it was a Breeze when they got back Saturday. They got everyone off the ship and left. I mean, almost on time, just a little bit late. So, Pat, this is fun, but we have to go to the garden before it gets dark. Pat, that's where I'm going to. You may have already left. We will see you soon. Matthew, I work for an airline, and I will be celebrating my coworkers that we lost on that faithful day. I'm sorry, Matthew, for that. I'm telling you, it gets me every single time. I was in 6th grade. I was young, but I've got an undergrad in history and social sciences, and a lot of it was because of the questions that were sparked from 9/11. Why would that happen? Why would one group of people not like another group of people? I mean, I had so many questions. And so, Matthew, I'll be thinking of you and your coworkers that day. Thank you for what you do and for keeping everybody safe. And you're right. Never, never forget. My Facebook page is in the description. I put a link there, so if you want to click on that link and click join, we will approve you. I know some people don't like that you don't get to join immediately, but you would be surprised at how many bots or spammers or whatever you want to call them are out there. And if I just had it wide open, there would literally be like a dozen a day, like fake accounts, and I don't want that. So, but we do approve quick, I promise you. Heidi, question, have you seen the news about the NCL against Florida for the injunction? I have. NCL, they are fighting so hard in Florida. They're cruising out of Alaska. It's going to be interesting to see what happens there. We should hear something soon. Well, this is the 8th. The 11th Circuit, that's where the case sits right now. They said they're not even going to start the case until next month in September. So we'll see. We'll see what happens there with it. I'm not sure. Latrice, I would love to buy 2 of your lanyards. My PayPal description my PayPal is in the description. If you need any further help, I will help you. I promise you that. We've got 72 people on right now. Again, if you have not liked the video, please like it. If you have not subscribed, come be an Islander. We do this weekly. We share our experiences together. I share cruise news almost daily. I mean, like, almost daily. And try to do anything I can to help you in your cruise experience. I always try to. Mark, love your hats. I need one. I need more hats. Thank you for that hat. This is an Amazon hat, actually. It's a newer brand. I will try to see who it is, and I'll share it with you. But if you work at a company where you sell hats, let me know. I'd love to buy a hat from you, and I'm a hat guy. I am, mostly because of the heat in Arkansas, working outside, gardening, as Pat said. It catches my sweat, and it protects my head from that sun. David, I tried to get the wife to get a lanyard, but she wants a pink one with crystals and a fancy one. We don't have that one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I understand that is absolutely her choice. It really, really is. So let me show you something cool, if you don't mind. It's another secret. Does anybody want a Carnival cruise secret? I'll show it to you. Let me get this real quick. Okay. I meant to show this last week and I didn't. $10. Do you have $10? I did not know you could do this until last week. If you have $10, you can buy this beautiful container from the Alchemy Bar. Alchemy Bar. Okay? It's empty now. I kept the container. It's empty. I might need to put, it could be a piggy bank. Piggy bank. So $10. It's got the well tail even somewhere. Carnival. I never knew you could do this. Let me know if you knew this. And if you knew this and you did not share it, I'm upset with you. Do we have any Alchemy fans? Look at this. You can buy a shaker from Alchemy. Alchemy bar, Carnival, stainless steel. Okay, I wish I had my ring on or something, but stainless steel. Okay, and an Alchemy bar glass shaker. I tried to use those women, but they didn't have availability. Oh, I see what. Yes, yeah, for the transport. So, make your concoction at home. Okay, whatever you would like to make your concoction in here. Put your ice in. Ice. Shake, 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 shake. Okay. Did anybody know you could buy that? Hottie's got one. Did you know that you could buy this for $10? I had no clue. We found out on the last night that you could buy that for $10. Comes in the can. So cool. Becky, I will share my tip here in just a minute, just because you asked. Your next cruise, a lot of us have $600 on board credit, $700. Jason, big Alchemy fan, LOL, had no idea that had anything for sale to take home. Jason, looky there. That's why we are here. Mark, you want one? I should have bought, I didn't think about this till I was on the airplane, literally on the way home. I told Amanda. I said I should have bought 10 of those. 10 of those. And they're $10 straight up. You know how it is. There's no taxes or anything. I should have bought 10 of them, and I would have sold them for $10 to you guys. But literally, Latrice, $10. I would pay that. I would pay that for the glass by itself, the pint glass, pint glass. Jay, you can load up, and now I'm upset because I only got one. Which I was in the mindset when I bought this. I'm surprised I could even buy one. I'll put it that way. But $10. Ask your alchemist. An unbelievable deal. I wish I would have bought more. I did not. Jason, that is why we're here, to help each other. I hope that Peaches, I hope you get one. But yes, it is from the bar, as Amanda said. You order it at Alchemy Bar. Say, hey, I heard that you sell a shaker and a pint glass set, and it's in a charcoal gray box. They will know what you're talking about. But literally, $10. Amanda, of course, she's online. She's watching the kiddos. Thank you, Amanda. We should have got more than one. Amanda was not with me when I bought it, or she would have told me, hey, we need more than one. So, hope you enjoy that tip, and hope that if you want one, you can buy one, and you'll have it at your house. Pam's going to get one. Trend, yes, from the bar. Awesome. Got her lanyards ordered. Mima. Rodney, get me a couple in September. Yes. Get them and take them home with you, and you can make your drinks. Also, the Red Frog Pub has pint glasses with Red Frog Pub and the Frog. I think they're like $8 for just the glass. That's why I was surprised this was 10. But if you need pint glasses at your house, Red Frog has pint glasses. Mark, $800 onboard credit. I would take a couple, and I would pay you for them. You don't have to give those to me. I would pay you for them. I would like, for sure, at least one, but if you could get two, I would take two. Wasn't the yellow for COVID cases? Yes, once there's a certain threshold, the CDC, it triggers an investigation, and the investigation really is the origin of where COVID started on the ship and how the cruise line mediated and enacted their protocols. So contact tracing, follow-up tracing, things like that. So that's what the yellow status is. Heidi, I think you can buy them from the Fun Shop pre-cruise. Okay, did not know that. That's when I bought mine. Check the Fun Shop for your future cruises. That is a great tip, Heidi. I did not know that. Be sure to give us a thumbs up. Thank you, Amanda, for doing that. And please, if you have not subscribed, we would love you to. We've had our best week in our 3-month history this week because of you. Mima, my cousin, was there and suffers ill health ever since. I'm sorry about that. I know when we had some the 24th, July 24th, who got off the ship and had they've tested positive. But everyone, as far as I know, they're doing okay. And there was 8 or 10 that I know of from our cruise that tested. If I order a lanyard now, do you think I will have it by the 19th? Yes. I was going to ask where you live, but you should have it by the 19th. Those that we sent out last week, they went to Kansas City, Missouri. They went to as far south in Louisiana as you could go. They got there in 2 days. So, Mima, can you show the lanyard again? I can, and I'm not necessarily trying to sell these, I promise. We're not breaking the bank on these, I promise. But it's got our Island Time logo 2 places. It's got it right there. It's got it right there. It is in color, okay? Someone gave me a thumbs down. Oh, my goodness. I don't know who that is, Jay. We'll find out. Come be an Islander. It has subscribed to our YouTube channel. That is written on both sides of the lanyard. Okay, both sides. And you've got your clip, plastic clip. Okay, and it is secure, but you can take it off to pay for things and use for the slot machine. And then, like I said, the metal clasp that closes all the way. A lot of times, sometimes these are plastic. You don't want them to be plastic, trust me. The ones that you get from Carnival in the casino are plastic. But that's it. Mark, Mama, we've got a big day. Thank you so much for asking about Mom. We have a big appointment tomorrow. Tomorrow, I think, is going to be the day we find out if she gets to keep her leg, if she gets her knee replacement, or if they amputate. So tomorrow is the big day. If you do not mind saying a special prayer tomorrow, we've got to drive about 1 hour and 15 minutes. But we're going to find out. Right now, long story short, they took her knee replacement was leaking fluid. They took it out. They put a spacer there. She hasn't bent her knee in well over a month. She was on. She had staph infection. Really bad staph. They thought they were going to have to take her leg, but they've given her time for the antibiotics in her body to heal. We'll find out tomorrow if it works. Central Illinois, Lernia, you should be okay there. Absolutely, especially if you buy it today, maybe tomorrow you should be. Latrice, good night. We'll see you. Latrice, Heidi. Mardi Gras was yellow prior to the first cruise. They said it was due to being a brand new ship. Yeah, I don't know about that. My check-in tip. I will try to do this within. Thank you, Pam. Thank you, Becky. My check-in tip is this, and I'll try to keep it brief. I need to make a YouTube video on it, and I can put it in my description of some of my videos. But you can check in. Certain people check in 16 days out if you're a suite guest, if you're diamond or platinum. Other people check in 14 days out. Remember, that is midnight Eastern time from your cruise date, 11 o'clock Central time. So log in on your check-in date. For me, it's 16 days out because I am platinum. Log in, and it will ask you all sorts of questions from emergency contact to how do you want to fund your account with a credit card or with cash. How are you getting to the port? You can click skip for now, skip for now, skip for now, skip for now. Skip all those steps until you get to the check-in time toward the end and select your check-in time. 10:30 is what you want. And then click save. I usually click save. I exit out of that. And if I want to fill out the information that night, I go back in and fill out the information. But honestly, you don't have to fill out the information that night if you don't want to. You can wait till the next day. You can wait 10 days if you want to. But that is how you get the early check-in time, is while everyone else is typing in their emergency contact and their credit card number and all this stuff, you're skipping that. and you get to check and select the 10:30 check-in time. So that is my check-in tip, and it works for everyone that I've told. Mark, thank you so much, and Brooke, Trin, my mama's, and she joins sometimes, believe it or not. She lives in a nursing home. Her name is Stephanie. Mom's name is Stephanie, and she is. I hope she can keep that leg. She's got arthritis and has a lot of mobility issues, and if she doesn't keep the leg, it's going to be tough. It really, really is. So thank you so much for your prayers. She is really tough, and she is my rock. She's a single mama, did everything she could. Thank you, Diane. Mark, Southwest Florida, will I get it before the 14th? We can ship it out tomorrow. I think you will, for sure. If you wanted to send extra, we could do a 2-day priority. But I think we'd be okay on the 14th if we get it out tomorrow. Gail, so the sign and sell card has a hole punch for the lanyard. Yes, Gail. Carnival and most other cruise lines now, when you get your sign and sell card, it is at your door. Used to, you got them before you got on the ship. Now they're at your door for your room. They already have a hole punched in them. You don't have to go get that done anymore. And so this will clip on to your card right there and keep it secure. I'm telling you, there is no room in this metal class for it to fall off. We chose these, honestly, for that reason. Keep things secure. Carolyn said it worked for her. She got the 10:30 check-in time, and a lot of times you get boarding zone A01 as well. You are the first group on the ship besides Sweet Guest. Yep. Thank you very much, Mark. And all those. You guys are so kind. You really are. Hey, Susan, glad that you're here. We've talked about so many different things. I am so glad that you're here. And we've got, let's see if there's anything else I wanted to cover. You missed a good... Susan, if you need a shaker from Alchemy and a glass, $10 at Alchemy. I shared that tip. It's a set for $10. I wanted to mention a couple things that I had just on my notes here. If you're cruising the rest of this year, really check your price. Do a mock booking of your cruise to see if your price has gone down. So many islanders say that their price has gone down the last couple of weeks, especially last week as the masking and testing protocols came out through the end of October. Some people canceled, prices went down. If your price goes down, please share it with us on our Facebook page, okay? Say, hey, my cruise went down $220, or I got $220 in onboard credit because my price went down. Please let us know. But check your prices on your cruise, especially if you're cruising through Halloween, but the rest of the year. Also, if you're cruising soon, don't forget about your VIFP gifts. They used to be in your room. For instance, we are Platinum. You get free luggage tags right now. You can pick up at Pixels. You also get your pins, okay, that you can put on your hat or your shirt. But you pick those up at Pixels. You also get $25 in free play in the casino. You go to the cashier, and they'll give you a $25 chip to go play your favorite game, or you can get it for slots. Then you get chocolate-covered strawberries. You have to call room service, tip, of course, and water. You can ask for your free water at dinner or at any bar, but don't forget about those things. A lot of people are. They really are. I also wanted to point out that we have more ships leaving in the next week. So Carnival set to resume the Sunrise out of Miami. I know that several of us Islanders are going on the Sunrise this fall. The Sunrise used to be the Triumph. Is there anyone here who sailed the Carnival Triumph? It used to be, for a long time, one of Carnival Cruise Line's favorite ships. Cruisers loved the Triumph. You may remember the Triumph. It's been probably 8 or 10 years now with the incident that happened on the Triumph. But the Carnival Triumph is now the Sunshine, and she will start her service August the 14th. August the 14th. She's going to be followed by the Panorama on the West Coast. The West Coast is getting back in the cruise game. The Panorama is going to leave out of Long Beach on August the 21st. So there's 2 ships here the next 10 days, 10, 12 days. And more ships are coming, of course, in September and October. And the rest of the fleet, it's so hard to believe, especially right now, but the rest of the fleet is going to be in service by the end of the year. If you are a Carnival shareholder, which I am, that makes you happy. And if you are a shareholder, you also get onboard credit. On a 7-day cruise, you get $100 onboard credit if you own 100 shares, which the stock is about $22 plus or minus. I hadn't looked at it in a couple of days. If you're on less than a 7-day cruise, you get $50 onboard credit. But Carnival has really outpaced Royal Caribbean and Norwegian in coming back. Royal Caribbean and Norwegian do not expect all their ships to be back like Carnival does. But Royal Caribbean, they're doing a ton of test cruises, which I've wondered why Carnival's not doing. With some of Carnival's ships that are not coming back until later in the year, could they not do test cruises right now and just get certified, just to get their crew trained? Because we know every ship in the Carnival fleet, they're restaffing right now, even if they're not coming back till later in the fall. But Royal Caribbean they're going a different way about it. A lot of their ships are doing the test cruises, and getting the crew ready and trained for when they come back to service. So it's interesting to see what Royal Caribbean's doing versus what Carnival's doing versus Norwegian, who's just fighting in the courts. Let's see. Lernia, I booked an inside cabin for the Vista on the 21st, and you got a deal, $364. That is awesome. You're welcome, Pam. You did get free play and hit a $1,400 free play. Look at that, or hand pay. That is awesome. Make sure you get that free play, $25. If anything, go to the roulette table. If you don't even gamble, go to the roulette table and put it on your anniversary. David, thank you so much, David. I appreciate that so much. Here's a little bit for all to split for Amanda's massage fund and Derek's drink fund. David, thank you so much for the super chat. I really, really do appreciate that. That helps us in. Right now, we've had equipment issues all week. You may have noticed I've tried to hide it. Even my computer, which is a brand new MacBook Pro, I bought it for this channel, has had issues. I've been having to change my recording up some. I've tried to make it as subtle as possible, but I'm going to have to invest money in more gear already. But I want to do this right. You guys, I know that you already know that. So, David, thank you so much for that super chat. Makes me happy. Lynn was on the Triumph 3 or 4 times. Lynn, you'll have to go on the Triumph and see if you recognize the ship as the Triumph, or is it something that's just completely new now. That would be interesting. Lernia, that's the same thing. She was on the Triumph right before she got stranded at sea. That was a crazy time. Of course, the media was all over that. Mima, we are royal shareholders. I am royal as well. And honestly, you can't go wrong right now. It is a rocky time, because the market doesn't know what's going to happen with this Delta variant. I'm holding my shares. If they go down, if Royal or Carnival go down stock price, I will gather more up. Trevor's cruising the Sunrise on the 19th of this month. Trevor, please, if you don't mind keeping us up to date, send me a message on Facebook. I will give you my phone number. I would love to hear some from you. I'm not asking you to update me your entire trip because I know it's vacation, but whatever you share with me, I will share with the community. I promise you that, and I'll always give you credit. They are doing test cruises because it will allow them to service families. Exactly. Royal Caribbean is doing test cruises because they carry families. Disney is the same reason Disney's doing test cruises, so kids can go as well. But it's not the route that cruise lines have to go. It's not at all. David, they're saying on the news that a federal judge in Orlando has ruled in favor for Norwegian. Have you heard anything? I saw it, just before I came on. Have not had time to break it down. But I did see that they've ruled in favor of NCL. So if so, I will have all the news tomorrow. I promise you that. Lynn, thank you there. Rodney, if I may ask which camera stabilizer you are using. I can tell you I had to send one back, and I can look it up here real quick. I absolutely loved it, but if you watch my live videos on the Vista, you would see that it worked for a period of time, and it would just die. I mean, just literally fall out and die. But I'm sending it back. Another one is on its way. It is the, and I can put this too on Facebook, the DJI Osmo Mobile 3 Combo. So it's the 3-axis. You know, you can turn the handle up and down and around. Gail, thank you so much for that super chat. I appreciate that so much. I mean, literally, David and Gail, that money there, it goes right back into what we're doing here. I can promise you that. I appreciate that so much. Let's see. I left off here, but David, I will get that news on NCL as soon as I can. Lynn, I see that. So good, we're caught up. If you're looking for videos on masking and testing, be sure to check out my videos that we did this week. There's so much information there. I know it is a lot. And capacity levels. I talked about capacity levels today. Royal Caribbean claims that their biggest ships only take 35% capacity to break even. So if they do 45% capacity, right now they're about 50. They are making money. Carnival is about the same thing. Their bigger ships here, they're trying to get at, they were at 70% capacity. They've come off of that. But the ships right now that are running for Royal Caribbean and Carnival, they are positive revenue cruises. Every sailing they are making money, and that's why both Royal Caribbean and Carnival are, I don't want to say in a hurry, but they're trying to get as many ships sailing at least 50%. Royal, that's what, they're doing 50ish, a little bit more. Carnivals, they went on the higher end of 70, they're backing off of it some, but they're making money. They really are. So that is great to see for Carnival and Royal Caribbean, the entire industry, because they had a rough 16 months. Trevor, thank you very much for that. Mark, I feel the same way about the Victory, and now she is gone. I know exactly what you mean there. It has, one of the toughest things about this pandemic for cruising has been the loss of some of those staples, some of those ships that have been around forever. They were a lot of people's first cruises, or they've been on those ships more than any other. And of course, they're no longer around. So, the Twisted Intent, it's good to see you here. Carrie, I'm going on the Carnival Breeze on August 21st out of Galveston. You're going to love the Breeze. I absolutely love the Breeze. Do you have to mask up in public interior areas like the atrium bar area, main promenade, deck, hallways? No. Hallways, you do not. Promenade, you do not, unless you go in the fun shops. Main atrium bar area or any bar, no, you do not. We're still trying to confirm on the Breeze what's exactly going on. We do know on the Magic and really on the Vista that when you go to shows, you're told to mask up, to sip and put your mask back on, to wear your mask when you're dancing. But I will try to find out. I've got a couple of messages out to crew members on the Breeze, and I will see what they say here coming up. So I'm going to keep you posted. I promise you that. I'm going to have more industry news. This last week was huge with Carnival because the announcements, and Royal Caribbean followed Carnival, and Princess followed Carnival with their masking. And so the protocols are working. Even if, like I mentioned today, even if we don't want to see them, they are working. In Carnival and Royal Caribbean and Celebrity, they will find whatever percent they need, whether it's 50%, 60%, 65%, they will find an audience of that number that will cruise no matter what the protocols are. Even if that means they upset some people, even if people cancel their cruises, they do know that people will book, they will cruise, even if they have to wear a mask, even if they have to be tested before. Mark, thank you very much. It was a lot. I hope I answered a lot of questions. The Sunrise is coming back. It is coming back on the 14th, August the 14th, out of Miami. Terry's going on the Breeze August 30th. The Tyler Show. Hey, Tyler, we're wrapping things up here. It's great to see you. Terry, August 30th on the Breeze. You're going to love the Breeze, I'm telling you. Rodney, you are so welcome. I hope you enjoy not just the content this week, but this live. It is so great to interact with you all. John is here. Should we be worried about the hurricane season? I'm telling you, I saw some things I did not like about an hour before this show. You never know. You never know. Do not cancel your cruise because of what is projected right now. John, you saw what I saw. I know you did. Anything can happen. And Carnival and Royal Caribbean and Celebrity, if there's a way they can cruise, even if it changes your itinerary, and remember that it can change your itinerary. So if you've booked excursions that are independent from the cruise line and you don't go there, you could lose some money there. So just be careful. But if these companies can cruise, they will, instead of going west, if there's a formation, if there's bad weather west, they will switch it and go east. So don't worry yet about your sailing 821. Keep an eye on things. If you have travel insurance, that is awesome because I know it's tougher to book or cancel hotels and flights. But the cruises, of course, if they can go, they will go. If not, you will get a refund. But don't worry yet. David, we need a group cruise so bad. I'm on the beginning stages of kind of seeing what that looks like and how to go about that. So stay tuned with that. But Susan, even if a hurricane, they will change. Exactly. Yep, exactly. And Mima back-to-back on the Symphony in November. That's going to be awesome. David, we're gonna book a group cruise. Okay, we will. Give me some time here. We're gonna make it happen. I've cruised with some of you. July 24th. I would love to cruise with many more of you. I'd absolutely love it. So I'm going to go work outside a little bit and throw some pitches to my 5-year-old while he hits the baseball. Fall ball is coming up, and I coach his little team. And so I'm going to go do that before it gets dark, which it's about to happen. I hope you've had a great weekend. I appreciate your support and your input more than you know. And I know that you know. I promise you it's more than you know. Stay tuned for news. You know that we'll have it for you. We always try to be factual up front, but we also use our decade in cruising to say how the news will impact cruising. Thank you so much for being an Islander, and I hope that all of you have a great, great week.